Hey everybody, I'm Waller's Wallet, and there's an increased offer on a card you probably don't hear much about, and that's the Avianca Vuela Visa card. So let's take a look at this card and see if it's worth it for you. But first, if you're new to the channel, this channel is all about credit cards, credit card rewards, and showing you how to use your points and miles to travel for less. So that's something that interests you? Consider subscribing and turn the notification bell on as well. Now this card is issued by Banco Popular de Puerto Rico, and there are some reports out there that this bank is either hit or miss with approvals. So even if you have a good credit score or maybe a low number of inquiries, you still might not be approved for this credit card. And I actually applied for it and was instantly approved the other night for this card. And just for a data point, they pulled my Equifax report, which has far fewer pulls than my TransUnion report. So I was very happy to see that. And I've actually gone back and forth on this card in the past, but I finally decided to pull the trigger on it because I can always use more points. And that's because currently the bonus on this card is 60,000 miles, but it is a tiered bonus. You're going to receive 40,000 miles after your first purchase, and then you'll receive another 20,000 miles after you spend $1,000 in the first 90 days. And this is a pretty solid offer because it's usually just 40,000 miles after your first purchase, which is still pretty good. And the extra 20,000 miles I think is worth that $1,000 spend. Now let's take a look at the earning rates on this card because the Vuela Visa card earns triple life miles per dollar on Avianca purchases, double life miles on gas station and grocery store purchases, and 1 mile per dollar everywhere else. And the earning rates on this card aren't anything special, but that's usually a common theme with airline co-branded credit cards, and I really don't plan to use this card for anything outside of just earning the bonus. Taking a look at the annual fee, the Vuela Visa card comes with a $149 annual fee, and it's not waived in the first year, and there's no fees to add authorized users as well. And the annual fee on this card is a bit higher, but for 60,000 miles, you definitely come out ahead on this offer in the first year. And if you're someone who travels internationally, this card comes with no foreign transaction fees. Now let's take a look at our redemption options. Now the Vuela Visa card earns life miles, and Avianca is part of Star Alliance, and they have some pretty good redemption options for domestic and international use with their miles. And their website can be a bit frustrating to use at times as well, but they don't pass on fuel surcharges to their customers, which is a great benefit. And Avianca has award chart prices for flights on United, and life miles can be a better option than using your United miles for the same flight or even on partners. And when searching life miles for reward flights, I have found some pretty awesome redemptions if you were to fly on Avianca Metal. Avianca has a calculator you can use to find out the cost of flights on Avianca, so you'll have an idea of what it costs you to fly you on that flight. And I actually did an award demonstration video talking and showing examples of Avianca LifeMiles, so if you want, you can check that out as well. But while their program isn't perfect, they have some really good redemption options, and you can definitely get some great value from Avianca LifeMiles. It might be a little bit more work since their website and the reps aren't the greatest. Now taking a look at the other benefits of this card, with the Vuela Visa card, you're going to receive a 15% discount when you purchase miles with multiplier miles. And you'll even receive a second free checked bag for flights between the US and Central America. You can also earn a couple of companion passes, and those companion passes will get you a 50% discount on one award ticket to Central America or Colombia after you were to spend $12,000 in a calendar year. You can even earn a second companion ticket after you were to spend $24,000 in a calendar year. And there are some restrictions if you wanted to use this certificate as well. But the fact that you can earn 60,000 miles for a $1,000 spend plus the annual fee, I think is pretty good. This is a card I would consider if you were in the mid to late game and were looking for some life miles for a possible redemption, because there are some really good options for redeeming these points either domestically or internationally. And this bank can be difficult when approving applications, and I've read the reconsideration department isn't great either. And this card doesn't come with a lot of fancy bells and whistles for a card that costs you $149 a year. But if you're someone who travels to Central America or Colombia regularly, then you might find use in these companion certificates you can earn after you spend so much money. But for many people, I don't think this card is a long-term keeper, but it's a good card to boost your point totals. But I am super pumped to be receiving 60,000 miles for such a small spend. And since I have membership reward points, I can easily wait for a transfer bonus and top up my account if I were needing to use those for a redemption. So my question for you is, have you even considered applying for this credit card? Hey, if you like this video, consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you know somebody who might benefit from this video, feel free to share it with them. And if you want to help support the channel, a simple way would be use the links on the website or in the description below. And if you like learning about credit cards, points, miles, cashback, or just flat out traveling for less, consider the subscribe button down below. And until next time, safe travels and take care.